So yes, I still like black women. I still like black women, but just I kind of realize the black women I should probably be trying to get compared to the women I'm trying to be basically run after. Um, because these liberal, these liberal women, these liberal women and these liberal, ungodly women are just not really after anything long standing or solid or really believe anything that's really going to be long lasting in their ideologies and views that are really going to be good for the white community, because a lot of them are anti-white and racist and shit like that. Um, but yeah, I've kind of realized that they're what kind of black woman I should really try to go for, and it's more of a conservative, godly type woman. She could vote for Trump. She could vote for some type of Republican. I don't care. I'm probably gonna vote for Trump myself at this point. And I know there's some other conservative godly type respectable women out there that obviously are going to be voting for Trump or have voted for Trump or have supported Trump during his campaign. So, um, I'm more than willing to date a black woman that's a Trump supporter more than I'm now willing to date anybody who's woke, who's for the woke culture, for the woke movement, or for the cancel culture, all this new age bullshit that comes with the woke movement or the wokeism that is sweeping America, So, yes, I still want a black woman. The views kind of changed a little bit on what kind of black woman I really should be going for, but I do kind of want a black woman. I want a godly black woman. I want a woman that knows where kind of knows where we should stand in politics and stuff without the wokeism and shit. One that's not going to believe in wokeism and all this leftist political bullshit where they really don't even give a fuck about the black community, yet alone black people who support wokeism and stuff don't give a fuck about people in the white community either. They're anti-white and they have like racism about it. So but I still do want a black woman. I still want a relationship with a black woman. I still want to be interracial, and I still would like a relationship with a black woman. I mean, but I understand too that some of the more Republican side of views of things will put me to work a bit more. They'll put me to work a bit more. They'll put me through some things that I have said in the past that I don't know if I'm ready for or not, or I might not be ready for in certain cases. But honestly, maybe I need to go through some of those things. Maybe I just need to go through some of those things to become the person who I need to be. Because apparently, I've already tried the liberal and the wokeism and the democratic bullshit of life, and do not feel that it meshes well with me or it fits my views. And the women that I've dated, that were supposedly black and supported the wokeism and Black Lives Matter and etc. We just didn't mesh well. They were also into whole culture. I'm gonna butcher that. They were also basically sluts. Basically, they're basically sluts. They were basically, like we're gonna support wokeism, but yet they're taking their clothes off. They're sleeping around. They're unfaithful. These type of women, it's not really what I want to see myself with in life. It's not really see what I want to see myself go for. It's like it's all in our media. It's all in our media. It's all in our movies and stuff too. When it comes to our actors and actresses, that a lot of these actors and actresses want to support the wokeism and shit, and it was just pushing all these different viewpoints and agendas onto society that could promote all this shit that just doesn't seem right. I mean, I'm pretty old school. I came from an old school generation. I came from an old school generation of millennials or whatever you want to call it. That is not ready to see like the new age of people take over, because it's bringing us to this liberal, open-minded shit that a lot of people can't really be open-minded to, because it's just wrong or it just doesn't fit the views. But so the world's gonna go the way it's gonna go. It's just a matter of trying to find your way and where you need to go, and hopefully maybe someday somebody who will actually love you and will be there for you, and and what you're doing in life. But I don't think it's really a wokeism type of woman. I don't think it's really a more pro-black type of woman. I mean, obviously there's people in the Republican Party that could be for black culture and stuff, but they don't have to be pro-black or for the wokeism and be like anti-white about anything either. That's what people don't like, is that people are like, oh, they're, they're pro white, and people can't stand people being pro white or trying to, level with the other races and stuff, and find peace and etc. because they're pretty much prejudiced. I mean, people are pushing, the woke agenda and the pro black agenda. Some of them are pretty prejudiced, and it's more about the black community and the black bloodline more than compared to, being able to, be with another culture, find diversity and respect in another culture, another human being outside of the race, which I never really liked. I've always been open to interracial relationships. Nothing about that has changed, but the way, woke culture is going, and the way, politics are going, and etc. There's a lot of things I'm scrambling with, because I've been kind of in this, more of this woke culture type of liberal kind of still lifestyle, because I'm still kind of open to certain things that, I mean, I know a lot of conservatives might not be, for like the music I listen to, the TV shows I watch. But I mean, I understand that some of these women in music and entertainment are just a bunch of hoes and do a bunch of things that are not really Christian or not really right. Um, I mean, most of them just make you lust after them and etc. And they're just, an object of lust, or something that's temporary. They're not really, some of them are not really ever going to be anything good in business. I mean, some of the women I've already kind of attracted and try to talk to and stuff have never been really good for just, for business. They've always been kind of an object of lust, or promoting themselves in a very sexual way that makes them nothing more than a sexual object to some people, and that never really want to support them for the support, but they want to support them out of an object of lust and, desire, as they make themselves to be. So the world obviously has a lot of issues with, like, slut culture, and, and all this other shit going on, whole culture, cancel culture, wokeism. And it really needs to change. I'm changing my views. I mean, I was Democratic, the liberal Democratic for several years, and now I'm changing my views to possibly lean more towards the Republicans, because I don't like the way the world is going, and I don't like the way the world is being handled. So, I think there's a lot more respectable women inside the church, inside of the godly, the godly notion, than there really are, for wokeism and this liberal stuff, because a lot of them are supporting liberal and these loosely based beliefs, where they can pretty much be loose and pretty much, sell themselves or their souls to the devil, and, and be seen as sexual objects. But that's just my point of view, in my opinion. But do I need to change everything about myself? Am I still going to use tarot cards? Am I still going to do this and that? Maybe. But I still kind of want to lean towards the Republicans a little bit, because I don't like the way that things were going with this wokeism and stuff. I really don't, and I don't really like the way it has an impact on society, and how everything has kind of like put an impact on society in the way that it has. So that's just where I'm at. But, I'm still for interracial relationships. I'm just looking at it in a different viewpoint, and probably looking to date somebody of a different, background and race. It's just like, I just need to have a different viewpoint than what I've already kind of attracted. And that was just basically women out of the wokeism movement and the pro-black movement and all this other bullshit that really is just anti-white and just doesn't work for, me or society, I feel. So, anyways, peace.